Love wants you, we can bring it on the floor. Never danced like this before. We don't talk about it. Dance.
Hey guys, what's cracking? It is Kraken Nation, coach of the Boston Bisharps, and today we are back with our CSL Season 6 Week 7 battle against the Los Angeles Critrdras, coached by Day Monster AWS. This is a divisional match, so it is definitely important to stay ahead in our conference. I think we are actually currently tied in our conference. If not, we are losing to the Syracuse Sylveons right now, which is unfortunate. They are coming in pretty huge, even though we had a win against them. So, with that said, we definitely have to get a big win today if we want to stay on top, or even like secure our playoff spot. Unfortunately, I was not able to record a team builder, so we're going to go over the team real quick. The alcoholic beverage nicknames are making a comeback though, which is going to be fun. So first up, we got Shock Top the Thunderous with nasty. This is a nasty plotting Thunderous. His team is very defensively based, with a lot of Pokemon that are there to eat. They're slow, they're fat, they're bulky. So with that in mind, this is a chance for me to really unleash the offensive potential that my team has to offer. So I really wanted to bring this Thunderous set. Nasty Plot Thunderous finally gets to make an appearance and just crush some skulls, hopefully. Defiant is. I don't need Prankster, so Defiant's there maybe to throw him off, make him think I'm a physical set on the off chance that Skarmory wants to click Defog. Nasty Plot Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, Psychic achieves perfect neutral coverage against his entire team, and also hits almost all the defensive Pokemon really well as like a lot of other Pokemon. So it's pretty good coverage, and then yeah, after with a modest nature and after a Nasty Plot boost with a Life Orb, this Thunderous's power levels are just off the chain. So I'm really amped. Next up, we got Victini with it's a Work Up Victini, kind of another setup attacker, but Work Up Victini with 3 special attacks is able to put in a lot of work against this team. At +1, Victini is able to OHKO everything from hit 2 KOs Cresselia, can potentially OHKO a max HP Venusaur with Psychic. Guaranteed OHKO's max HP, not if it's running a bunch of Spadef or something, but this set just puts in a lot of work. Energy Balls to hit Gastrodon, as well as a reliable way to hit Golurk, but Blue Flare is honestly 90% of the time what moves you're going to click because it just has such a high base power. I think it's 130, so it just has such a high base power that you honestly rarely need to click anything else, especially with Stab. So that is 2 Life Orb Pokemon. So that's kind of interesting, I know. We'll see. Hopefully it works out. This team is extremely offensive, as you're going to see. Next up, we've got a leftover Sap Sipper Goodra with Toxic Power Up, Earthquake, Fire Blast. This Goodra is nice because it can basically just come in on things like Venusaur. It can come in on specifically Pyroar. If you haven't noticed, Pyroar can't outspeed and hit my entire team pretty hard. So this Goodra can take on Pyroar, as well as a lot of other things. It is EV'd to outspeed something, although at the present moment, I am forgetting what it is EV'd to outspeed. So we're going to have to open up the team builder real quick and go check that out because I am currently forgetting. 209 was for something. I know that these 2 Pokemon are hitting 230. This is these 2 are to outspeed Qrem, and then this is to outspeed something else. But we're gonna check out the speed tiers real quick. 209. What is 209? Oh, that's Golurk. Okay, so we're gonna have to actually throw in maybe another point for Golurk. Good. I'm glad I saw that it would actually lead to a speed tie with a max Adamant Golurk. So that's actually a potentially likely speed combination. So I also don't want to invest out of bulk too much because this Goodra is made to take on the special attackers this team has to offer. That's going to be Venusaur, potentially even Qrem, Gastrodon. Special attacking Emboar, we can take on Emboar, definitely a huge threat to my team. Pyroar, even Rotom Frost. And also what's nice is that we outspeed Adamant Crawdon and Adamant Golurk. 55 actually somehow is 2 Pokemon on this team's speed tier, so we can definitely outspeed both of those if they are Adamant. Next up, we've got Meloetta. This is basically kind of our answer to Qrem, who otherwise puts a lot of pressure on us. Qrem, yeah, is able to. It's hard to find good switch-ins, so Meloetta is going to have to be the one to take those hits. It also has a pretty nice coverage moveset with just Side Shock and Focus Blast. Heal Bell is because there are Pokemon like Cresselia, Venusaur, and Skarmory that could very easily be Pokemon that just rely on spreading status to do damage, so we definitely wanted to keep that in mind, especially also like potential Will-O-Wisping Pyroar, Emboar, even Gastrodon, Rotom Frost. There's a lot of Pokemon on this team that could very easily be using status to cause damage to my team, and so I definitely thought Heal Bell is definitely something, yeah, you want to have against a game like that. We've got Garchomp with Earthquake, Cellular, Outrage, Swords. I realize this Garchomp actually cannot hit Skarmory super well, but that is okay because at +2 we are still 2 KOing max defensive Skarmory with Outrage. That's just the power of Garchomp, so we don't even care. Earthquake can KO so many things, and then between Earthquake and Outrage, everything on this team is 2 KO'd at +2. Almost everything on this team is actually O-code at +2, which is absolutely nuts. Yeah, I think the only thing that avoids the OHKO at +2 is Skarmory and maybe Cresselia. Yeah, I think Skarmory and Cresselia are the only two. So, and he's also our team Stealth Rocker because, oh, 1 second. Okay, only one I guess today. But Stealth Rocks is pretty important against a team like with Pokemon that have sturdy, such as Skarmory. It also helps us secure KOs on things like a more defensively invested Venusaur, Cresselia. And there are definitely rocks weaknesses on this team as well, such as Qrem, that we definitely want to get the clinch on. It's really just for Sashes and Sturdy. It's really important to be able to break those so that Victini can do its thing, and these two Pokemon can really do their thing. The final last set is, because this team has definitely some access to some reliable rockers and reliable spikes. There's really actually only one rocker and reliable spiker, and that's Skarmory, and then also Golurk, obviously. But Skarmory is definitely something that could easily bring Stealth Rock or Spikes, and if you see this team, we have 2 weaknesses on our offensive Pokemon and these Pokemon are actually Pokemon that could take a hit if they needed to and get that setup opportunity. So we definitely need to find a way to secure that HP if we in a pinch. So this move set is pretty similar to one I brought actually in a previous week. If we go back to week 5 against the Karuna Krabby, this is a very similar set. However, that time we ran Speed, and this time it was Air Balloon, and this time we were running Bulk and left Black Sludge. So that is the team. Pretty good coverage moveset on that actually. Acid Spray lets it like take on things like Venusaur really well. Liquid Ooze means Venusaur cannot be clicking Giga Drain. Giga Drain lets us hit Gastron, Golurk if we want to help sap HP away, Crawdaunt. Acid Spray just honestly is pretty dope. And Scald is really spammable against this team, like, because the only thing it can switch into Scald without with no fear is Gastrodon, who we can just Giga Drain the turn after. So, whew. Yeah, and I don't really want to run Air Balloon because obviously Gastrodon can't hit us back, but I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, alright, so we're going to hop into this battle. Week 7 versus the Lost. So I'm just going to double check the EVs. Looks good. Looks good. 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 I actually do want to look. This is a calc that I made this team a little while ago now, so I'm totally not remembering how much damage that Qrem can potentially do with an Ice Beam. Yeah, so it's not a 2 KO, so that's good. That's Life Orb. Although he has run physical type Qrems a lot, so we are going to send the challenge now. And, hopefully get a win here. If he just brings a super offensive team, I'm honestly not that worried because I am able to just outpace his offense so hard. There is no Cresselia and no Skarmory and no Golurk, so he has no hazards on this team. Unless Gastrodon learns Stealth Rocks and I'm crazy. Okay, so he has no hazards on this team. This is a team that Victini can honestly go to town on. Oh no, that's totally, I don't know what Volbeat's planning on doing, but it's probably gonna pass into some special attacker. I wouldn't be surprised if it's passing into any Pokemon on this team. Actually, all 5 of these Pokemon would appreciate a Tail Glow pass, so we have to be very careful about that. Kind of want to lead with Goodra. Goodra is honestly kind of not even good for anything in this battle. Would have been nice to have Dragon Tail, because that thing is probably running Baton Pass, so we got to play definitely very carefully around that. Would have been nice to have U-Turn. He did bring an offensive team. He brought a fairly offensive-looking team. What do I expect him to lead with? Qrem, Volbeat, or Venusaur are the 3 leads I would expect. All 3 of which I feel fairly confident with Meloetta starting off against. A special attacking Crawdon gives up. I mean, Crawdon actually has a low-key pretty good special attack stat with 90. But it foregoes the ability to have priority, so I feel like Meloetta, honestly, is a fairly safe lead. We can get off Toxic on Gastrodon, so we're going to lead Meloetta. And he does go for Gastrodon. And we are just going to click the Toxic. If Lucario wants to, I mean, Gastrodon. Physically defensive Gastrodon does not take a lot of damage from anything we can click. So I am just going to click Toxic. As Kyurem does come out, which is fine with me, because now this is honestly our answer. I feel like the fact that he brought this out like this is probably a physical Kyurem. And that's definitely not something I want to sleep on. Because Outrage or Dragon Claw could do a lot of damage. And Meloetta is a really reliable Pokemon. It's like just super, super reliable. Choice Band, so it could do a lot of damage to us here. We don't have a good switch in. Goodra low-key really useless against everything. Don't want to sack it unnecessarily, but it is very useless. I also want to get a read on this thing's set. That's a very interesting switch. If he's... I'm just going to click the Focus Blast and try to get this thing out of here. As he just clicks the Ice Beam. As I think I have to click it again. Nothing can come in for free here. So I feel like he's going for the offensive play here. And just losing turns of he's gonna realize that. Alright, so Volbeat does go down, so we don't have to worry about that much longer. What does Crawdon get as far as ice coverage? Because otherwise, Garchomp's going to be the switch in. Not Garchomp, Crawdon. What do you get for ice coverage? Ice Beam, oh, you get Avalanche. What the hell? How do you get Avalanche? I have rough skin on Garchomp, right? Please tell me I have rough skin. Nice. Okay, dope. Garchomp. This thing clicks Avalanche. We're screwed. But I kind of want to set up my rocks. Chances that Meloetta can't take any attacks from this thing. We can't take a knockoff. So I'm going to switch in Garchomp. So that thing is really, really, really... I think I'm going to click the Earthquake here. Because we can set up rocks on almost everything else after this. And we can definitely take an Aqua Jet. How much do we have? 216. I just want to get a calc going for 200. How much that knockoff did? It did 56, and he is Life Orb. So he's adamant. So he is adamant. So it's nice that the EVs are actually. He's definitely adamant. So those EVs are really nice. as we become mega. I'm going to click Earthquake. We can take an Aqua Jet for sure. The Tailwind was definitely kind of weird. I want to get, actually, another calc while we're waiting. Another calc I'm going to run is going to be the Meloetta on the Kyurem's Ice Beam. Because that Kyurem did not reveal an item. Hurt by the poison. It didn't reveal an item. It didn't do a lot with 35. So it looks like that's probably the spread. So he might just be Jolly. Either way, Tentacle switches in. Meloetta switches in. I kind of just want to click Earthquake, but I also want to keep my Rocker alive because Garchomp can definitely threaten the rest of this team right now. I'm going to switch to Meloetta here just because we can take that really easily and just click Focus Blast here. That did 30, so we can honestly also maybe just click Side Shock, but Lucario's, I don't know, Lucario's not going to switch in. What's going to switch into a Focus Blast? I'm just going to click the Focus Blast, and hopefully we do connect, and we do, oh man, he ate that up. He's probably a Salt Vest is what he is. Dope. Okay. Good to know that for sure. Meloetta, pretty much useless now. So the 6-0 isn't happening. That's unfortunate. But I think Victini can clean up here. Thundurus could also maybe clean up. No, Thundurus has a tough time with Gastrodon. Yeah, I'm going to go with Victini here. Venusaur could literally... Let's say you're physically offensive. And you click Earthquake. We take that. So you click Knockoff and we don't have an item. But we're at +1. And then Extreme Speed threatens us the next turn, but we do a lot to you. Okay, so we're going to put in the physically defensive set. If I just want to be out of range of Lucario coming in and E-speeding us, honestly. That's what I really care about. And no, with Life Orb, I'm just going to click the Energy Ball. So this thing's going to drop through the floor. Alright, so I don't know what this set is. Okay, so I don't have any idea what this set is right now. I feel like it could be a physical attacker, just based on like the fact that his team is clearly so offensive. If this Venusaur is like speedy at all, alright, so Venusaur drops to the floor, and we can take guaranteed anything Lucario wants to go for. If you use max HP, how much does Psychic do? Okay, we're just going to click Blue Flare. Alright, well played. Whew, that was a great game. Whew. Wow, well played, dude. Great game. The offense really came in clutch, so clearly that worked out well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, all the good stuff. It is always very appreciated. Kraken Nation is going off this season, ladies and gentlemen. So good. It was a good game. Definitely, yeah. Victini clearly what came in and just cleaned up like crazy. I mean, this team didn't have anything for Victini. Meloetta put in some good work. Only 3 of my sets got revealed this game. So there's that. But I don't know. Anyways, I don't know who we're taking on next week, but I'm sure we will put up a good fight there too, because clearly we are on a roll right now. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Kraken Nation out.